Nick's plans being made by his dick. Fucking the competition. Rock. Rock took all we had.
Rock out the game. It's just us, man.
I want no drama around me, Nick.
Ronnie out here wildin'.
You working for Nick?
I work for me.
So what Dean talking about?
I ain't seen that nigga in years.
You know, Dean told me himself that you came by looking for work.
Shouldn't have run your mouth, you nigga. If Nick's a problem, we can figure that out. Problems always got solutions.
Welcome back, Top Notch Gang, and from that crazy intro, from the title of this video, and from this thumbnail, we're about to dive into what looks to be the possible death of Unique in Season 3, Episode 5 of Ronnie Kanan. So, like, I'm going about my business, and I see spoilers start to pop up. Unique's gonna die, Unique's gonna die, and I want to give a shout out to No Label the Label. Somehow, he's always up to date on the spoilers, gets this before everyone, and he shows what looks to be at the end of Episode 5, Unique in the middle of the street, bloodied, and what looks to be his death coming soon. Now look, I already had a thumbnail made ready to talk about the fight, the arguments that's gonna break out in episode 5 between Ronnie and Unique. We see them arguing over Rock once again. We see them come to blows. Unique throw a shot at him. And from the title of this episode, Brothers and Keepers, it looks like way more is actually gonna take place. And we gotta dive into all the clues and details that lay it up to this. Of course, with Ronnie finding out Unique was fucking Rock, he was following him, saw him leaving her house. We gotta talk about Ronnie going to Juliana saying if Unique is a problem, it can be solved. All problems have solutions, and it looks like it might be solved in this coming episode. And we gotta finally talk about Unique telling Rock Ronnie is out here wilding, which might be his last words to her, the last conversation they're gonna have, and what this could mean for Rock if she has to get back in the game, everything that's gonna take place after this. So without further ado, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and one last thing, if you don't care about this, just go ahead and skip to the conversation about Ronnie and Unique. I just recently bought this new monitor, but I'm gonna start doing watch parties or reactions to movies, TV shows, whatever. You guys comment down below. If you guys know who Dylan in Trouble is, or Billy Binges, or anything like that, it's gonna be in that style of video. So I'll link their two channels in the description so you can see their style of videos and see how it's gonna be, so you could better recommend the movies that you guys would like to see. But once again, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let's jump into Ronnie and Unique and his possible death. Let's get right into it. Now, from the very beginning of the season, Ronnie was pissed that Unique let Rock take control of everything going on when he went to jail. He said he gave Unique the CEO position and he let this bitch come and take it. Now, Ronnie also let us know a few episodes later, he wished he killed Rock in the past. He always knew he should have took her out. At this time, Unique is telling him Rock is out the game. He doesn't have to worry about that. But the whole time, he's keeping in secret that him and Rock are fucking. He's fucking what Ronnie would deem as the enemy. He also doesn't even know that in episode 1, when Ronnie is sitting there eating the Cheerios and shit, and Unique comes in and he notices the blood on his jacket, that blood comes from Unique saving Rock at the end of season 2. So that's another piece of information he doesn't know, because Rock could have been taken out a long time ago, right when Ronnie got out of jail. But nevertheless, he let his brother do his thing, and he's been asking Unique to get him some work, give him some work, give him something to do. I was wondering myself why he hasn't getting Ronnie to do anything or letting him in on the business. We finally see a conversation between him and Rock, and he tells Rock in episode 4 it's because Ronnie, what he's good at is something very specific. This, of course, as we know now, is killing, is murder. That's what he's good at. That's what he's best known for. Obviously, after we seen him beat the fuck out of the bodyguard at the club just for telling him what to wear, they had a small altercation, and now with him killing Dean at the end of episode 4. So we see this nigga is mentally ill. He loves killing people. He's a mass murderer at this point. But nevertheless, that's why Unique hasn't been getting him no work. Ronnie, he's like, fuck that. After him finding out that he's sleeping with Rock, maybe that's why he's not giving him no word, and realizing he can't trust Unique's word anymore, decides to go and handle his own business. So he goes and have a meeting with Snaps and asks him to front him some money, invest in him so he could get some work. Just like they made money back in the day, he'll help make him some money now. And Snap and his girl decide they're gonna fuck with it. They're gonna do it. They tell him that they won't be the only people to invest. And with that information, Ronnie goes and meets with Juliana. Now, this is where this whole situation comes in, because he has to tell them that he's Ronnie's brother to get their attention, to even have this conversation with them. They were like, they're not fucking with Unique. And he tells them if Unique is a problem, it can be handled, it can be solved. Now, Juliana's cousin, he doesn't really care, doesn't really want to hear this. He's just heading off trying to get in a car. But we see Juliana is very interested in this information. She wanted to take out Unique once before. She has her problems with Rock. If it comes to find out they're together, I think she could set up this whole situation of trying to get Ronnie to eliminate his brother, which we're about to see in episode 5. And speaking of episode 5, this is how I believe all the fights we see in the preview trailer and everything will start to connect. With Ronnie having to go and get all these other people to invest in him, he goes to Dean as well. And Dean, once again, like I mentioned earlier, goes behind his back and lets Unique know. Unique confront him about going to Dean, trying to get some work. And this nigga Ronnie just flats out lies. He tells him he hasn't seen that nigga in years. And even after Unique tells him, that's funny because he called me himself and told me you did. And he just straight says it again. Like I said, ain't seen him in years. And he decides like, nah, Dean shouldn't have said shit, and he goes and kills Dean. Now, once this information gets back to Unique, I think this is what the conversation sparks of Unique telling Rock that Ronnie is out here wilding. I think once he finds out about the Dean information, he's gonna know it was Ronnie that did the shit. And I think that's why in the trailer, when he says it, in the next scene, we see Rock look at him so shocked, because Dean was a boss. He was somebody everyone respected. So for Ronnie to go kill him, take him out, it shows how big of a threat Ronnie is, and that he really is out here wilding. Now, once again, we see them getting in another argument where Unique is telling him Rock is out the game. It's just us. But Ronnie is telling him that Rock took everything from him. It's time for her to go. And Unique obviously ain't letting this happen. He's really fucking with Rock. And we see tensions are eventually gonna boil over as we see them get into a fist fight. Unique, he's standing over Ronnie. We see Ronnie standing up, and all of a sudden you see Unique throw a punch, hit Ronnie, and then we also see in another clip Ronnie on top hitting someone below him. So they're gonna come to big blows. Now, brothers fighting isn't really a new thing. Like I said and mentioned in the intro, I already was making a video talking about this. Tensions once again just boiling over, but now with this new leak scene at the end of episode 5 of Unique laying in the middle of the street, it looks like Ronnie, he doesn't take too kindly to anyone touching him, having a problem with him, disrespecting him, anything like that. And if Unique is a problem, he's willing to take him out as well, brother or not. Now, other reasons people believe this is his death scene is because obviously some people are saying he's just injured, he just hurt. But apparently the synopsis and summary for episode 7 of this season is that Rock will take over Unique's heroin game. So it looks like Rock was out the game. She was retired for what, 2 weeks, and now she's right back in the thick of things because of this death. So that's another reason. People saying Rock, her taking over this whole organization, stepping back into the game, it's gonna be because she's probably forced, doesn't really have a choice, and that Unique is more than likely gone. Also, it looks like this death or this scene is taking place at the 47-minute mark, seen by the screenshot taken in the Netherlands, I think they said, at the 47-minute mark, which is the end of the episode. Now, I think this makes a lot of sense because usually big deaths like this happen at the very end of episodes, as we just seen with Dean in episode 4. Also, this is episode 5, so it's like the mid-season finale, and it's the last episode to wrap up 2023. So it carries so much height and weight, and it will be monumental if they were to kill off a character like Unique at this time. So I just think it all adds up and makes sense, especially with this leak coming out. Now, I did predict that he was gonna die, but Unique obviously is one of the fan favorite characters, character. So if he was just injured and people were praying for him just to be injured and for him to be okay, I would be fine with it either way. Now, in my debt predictions at the beginning of the season, the 3 people I predicted was Officer Bird, Unique, and Famous. With it looking like he's gonna get arrested in episode 5, the whole Freddy situation might come full circle, but we're gonna have to make a whole video on that. So expect that Tuesday or Wednesday before, of course, the new release of episode 5. Overall though, that's it for this video. You guys could put all your thoughts and opinions down below. I know it'll be split on both sides. Some of you guys let me know if you think Unique is dying in this scene, or do you think he would just be injured? Also, do you think it will be Ronnie? If so, do you think it'll be because of Juliana or because he just clicks out? We know he loses control a lot. Once again, I mentioned the bouncer he took out, and also him killing Dean just for telling Unique he came and talked to him. So we know this nigga got a bit of a temper. What do you think leads to this scene of Unique being on the ground, bloodied up, possibly dying? Put all your thoughts down below in the comments. And once again, I'm starting a new series on this channel where I react to, watch movies, everything like that. So put down below any recommendations you got, and I'll be starting those videos in 2024. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas, because my next video won't be until after Christmas. So happy Christmas to everyone. Once again, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and until the next one, I'm out.